Welcome back, everyone, to the Bears Football Plays YouTube channel. Today is Sunday. It is November 30th, and the Eagles suck. I needed the Eagles to win that game so the Bears would drop out of the NFC North and be in the wild card, and then hopefully the Bears would lose two more games and Dallas would get in. Now I have to have the 49ers lose two games, the Packers lose two games, the Lions lose two games, or the Eagles lose three games, and that's just probably not going to happen. So Dallas probably out of the playoffs because the Eagles can't beat the Chicago Bears. They look bad. I mean, they looked miserably bad, kind of on both sides of the ball, for being honest. But we lose the lock of -7. We win both player props. A.J. Brown goes off at 100 and plus yards, 2 touchdowns. The other player prop that we had was Caleb Williams to throw an interception. That one did hit as well. So a 2-0 day on the player props, 2-1 day altogether. Let's try to stay a little bit hot. We're at least back to 500. I think we were 7 or 8 games below 500 last 2 weeks. So we are at least back to 500, trying to stay hot. I don't like the slate. I don't like a lot of games, but I love 2 games. So we're going to take 2 games and 2 props. First game we're going to talk about, Colts -3.5. We're going to lock it up going up against the Texans. Daniel Jones dealing with a fractured fibula in the foot, which is kind of crazy that he's playing on this, but he's not even on the injury report. So you have to assume that he's going to be playing in this game. But the Texans, best defensive unit in the NFL. And I'm worried about Daniel Jones in this game. Pressure going to be very high on the Colts on the pass rush from the Texans. But what I'm not worried about in this game is a Texans front four whenever the Colts push the ball down the field with Jonathan Taylor. I think these offensive linemen can really set the tone in this game. They can start to lean on the Texans in the second, third, and fourth quarter. And I think that's where this game is going to be won, in the trenches for the Colts. That's why I'm taking a -3.5. And even if Daniel Jones gets banged up, even if he comes out, Riley Leonard's the backup. What's his face is on IR. Why can't I think of his name? The kid from Florida. Anthony Richardson's on IR. So he's not going to be in this game. Riley Leonard would come in. They would run read option every single play with Riley Leonard in there. So if Daniel Jones does go out, it might even be better for the offense. But he's a run first quarterback anyway. This is going to be a game Jonathan Taylor gets a lot of carries, and I mean a lot of carries. The Texans offensively, they're not good this year. I would honestly, if I was head coach for the Texans, I would keep Drew Mills in. I wouldn't even go back to CJ. I know CJ's probably better. They've won 4 in a row with Drew, and CJ's not been the guy so far. I know that he was good his rookie year, but he's been bad ever since. At least the Texans were putting up 20 or so points, and you lean on that defense. At least they were moving the ball down the field. Whenever CJ was playing, they couldn't move the ball at all. So I would just go with Drew, but they're not. They're going back to CJ. I think they look bad in this game. Everybody's on the Texans. I'm going to take the Colts -3.5. Difference to JT. O-line moves them. Daniel Jones leans on the run game. Defense makes some big stops going up against a bad Houston Texans offense. So -3.5 will be the lock for that one. For the other game, double lock. Browns +6 against the 49ers. Now, there's a lot of videos out there that are doing, would you rather have Shedeur Sanders or this guy, Shedeur Sanders or that guy? Could we not do that? He's played one game. He had 140 yards and a touchdown, and the touchdown was a screen pass that he had nothing to do with besides a little dump screen. He made a good throw to Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy fumbled. The thing I like about Shedeur Sanders is not – Shedeur also talks way too much. He needs to stop talking. I don't mind Shedeur Sanders. What I like about Shedeur Sanders is that so far, at least, he hasn't put the Browns in a situation where they lose because of the offense. And that I can't say the same for Dillon Gabriel and a lot of other Browns quarterbacks. Shedeur, if he takes care of the ball, if he has 150 yards, maybe a touchdown, he protects the ball, lean on the run game with Junkins and lean on that defense, they could win out. He's not I'm not saying he's good, but I'm saying he's got potential. He's not, if he doesn't turn the ball over, if he throws the open guy and doesn't make mistakes, just be a normal quarterback, and the Browns could potentially win out because that defense is that good. Myles Garrett is that good. He's 5 sacks away from breaking the NFL record, and he has 6 games left. So he'll probably get that. I'm going to take the Browns +6 because the offense won't screw him in this game, I don't think. The 49ers defense hasn't been great. Brock Purdy hasn't been great. Had 3 picks against the Panthers in the first half. Give me the Browns +6. Jonathan Taylor over 19.5 rushing attempts. I think he's going to be up there 25, 30 rushing attempts in this game. And then Devin Neal, the rookie from Kansas. Kamara out. Big time here for Devin Neal, getting a chance as a starter. I think that Taysom Hill might take the bulk of the carries, which I hate because I want to see Devin Neal run downhill. But he had 7 targets last week and 5 catches for the Saints and basically a half of football. So I'll go over the 3.5 catches against the Dolphins, and we'll lock that up. So 4 total plays. I told you I don't love the board, but I love these plays. Colts minus 3.5, Browns plus 6, Taylor over 19.5 rushing attempts, and then Devin Neal over the 3.5 catches as the final play. Guys, that's going to do it for the NFL picks and props for Sunday, November 30th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please drop a like this video, and thanks for watching.